Hello, everyone.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello. And welcome to another episode of
This is the Circle Podcast.
My name is James.
It is your host, Philip.
my name is Daniel.
Like always, I'm here with my best friends.
All right, so today will be a pretty fun episode.
I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, goodbye.
Goodbye, party people.
See ya. Ryan.
I was telling this guy, like, whatever Elon Musk does in the future, we just gotta fucking jump on it right away.
Early.
Yeah, when Neuralink goes fucking public, fucking jump on that shit quick.
Dude, it's crazy. Did you hear they're already taking pre-orders?
No, I didn't know.
They're taking pre-orders for Neuralink. Yeah.
I heard about the fucking monkey learning how to play video games or whatever it is.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
I read
didn't hear
that
about
article,
that.
but I didn't really look in to see if it was true.
Dude, he tweeted
With
that
the
out.
Neuralink?
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
That they put a chip in the monkey's brain, and it either learned how to play video games or it can play video games in its head or some shit like that. I'm not sure. I think it taught him how to play video games.
This I don't know how I feel about these chips in animals.
This sounds like the beginning of Planet of the Apes, bro. But that's crazy. Yeah, I read that he's already taking pre-orders, and then he was saying for the IPO that they're going to do that once they could calculate like a better estimate for cash flow.
See, this is what people don't understand is he does this not because, it's a guaranteed thing that it's going to work. It's just that he needs money to keep it going. Like,
Yeah.
Remember when he was talking about, like, what was it, like 20% of all of America will be autonomous driving by, 2020? Or
I
something
don't
like
remember.
that? Like
I
years
remember some
ago,
statement like that.
2020 came, and then what did he pump out? The fucking Model X, right?
Yeah.
That came out. The Cybertruck is coming out. You can pre-order that. And what, he said 2022? That bitch ain't coming in 2022.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't figuring that shit out.
The Model S, their like top line of the Model S, I don't think is still even out, right?
The newest one that's going to be coming out?
The one that's supposed to have like 0 to 60 in like less
than 2
the
seconds.
Roadster thing?
something like that. Yeah, the Roadster.
The one
Well,
that's in space right now?
well, there's that one, but there's
Orbiting?
the new Model S that he just showed.
Oh,
And yeah, it's supposed to do that, and it's supposed to be the first production car to go do that.
Okay.
And same thing. You could pre-order it, but
Yeah,
like,
when are you gonna get that?
yeah, exactly.
That's the thing,
He's
I don't-
smart. He's very
No,
smart.
yeah, he is. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. Dude, his companies don't turn a profit yet. I think this is what a lot of people miss. Sorry, I'm like totally fucking segueing. Like when a lot of people get pissed about like Jeff Bezos saying like, oh, he's worth billions of dollars, right? It's not fucking real.
Yeah.
It's make-believe billions, you know?
Mhm.
Like, stock is just what people believe it's worth. It's not tangible. You know what I mean? So his fucking billions of fortune is literally just fucking make-believe. And that's why I hate that everything's based on net worth.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all bullshit.
It's
you know?
ones and zeros on a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just what some group of people say, yep, that's how much it's worth, just because
Yeah.
that's how much we think it's worth. Like,
Mhm.
there's no factual way that they like go about it to a certain extent, right?
Mhm.
Like there is a way, like if it was based more on, gross profit per year, okay, let's go off that. But even GameStop, right? Now it's worth how much, or when it peaked, it was worth so much money. Yet they were still closing most fucking GameStop locations, It's not that it was a great and bustling company.
Yeah.
It's just enough people were saying, oh, we need to fucking jump in on this.
You can
Uh-huh.
actively manipulate the price.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Which is crazy to think, because then at that point, like, they have to be smart enough to realize that, right? Do you think they feel rich? I feel like they probably don't. Because, like, for instance, Jeff Bezos, I know his salary from Amazon is only like $80,000 a year, right? Of course, he's still getting like millions in dividends from like all the stock he holds.
Mhm.
But it's not that he has even over 100 million sitting in a bank,
Yeah. The other thing, too, people forget is, like, they don't just fucking keep cash in a bank. Like, why would you trust a bank, right? They buy shit that they...
invest in.
Yeah, like properties, fucking whatever it may be.
Like, that's what's weird to think about is, like, even though they have the title of billionaire, they probably don't feel that way. They probably know, like, yeah, I'm a billionaire, but, like, that could change in a year. All that shit all that belief that makes me a billionaire can disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Stockholders could just sell.
Yeah. And then what?
Or shit that happened with GameStop. Those fucking hedge funds that lost billions of dollars because they drove the price up.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Can I circle back to Elon Musk real quick just to talk about his genius? Because when the fucking what was it, the first Model S came out, right? When that came out, how much was the autonomous driving? Probably like what, $3,000
for the upgrade?
Yeah, for like the actual system in its base form, like because over time they are upgrading it, right?
Yeah.
And as an upgrade goes up, the price goes up.
Yeah.
So he released it, getting people to buy in soon so that he gets that $3,000 extra when you order a car, right? And now he's continuously driving up, but keeping the price of the car the same, right? So you think that you're getting a better vehicle, but really he's just driving up that fucking
price for that.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is I read, I don't know if this is true, but I remember reading an article saying that all Tesla cars are capable of autonomous driving. Literally what you're paying for is the software. It's like a paywall, right? Like, like
the premium version of shit or the
pretty
pro
much.
version.
Yeah. Like, it's not that there's added hardware or anything. It's literally just to activate the software.
Isn't there like some company out there that hacks Teslas?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who do it for like bug bounties.
Oh, okay.
Where if you
get $1 million, right? Or
Yeah, you get $1 million.
I don't know if you guys saw, but he was
Get on it.
He was on
Give me a Tesla. Fucking Tesla.
he was on Rogan's podcast a couple days ago.
Yeah,
really?
I saw a couple clips. I haven't
Did
listened to it,
you
though.
see the clip where Rogan asked him if we'll ever get to a point where solar power can power vehicles?
No, I haven't. I didn't. See
Yeah,
that.
he asked him that, and he was like, "No, it'll never be possible."
Not
Yeah.
Physically, it's not possible.
Yeah.
I've looked into that. Like, the efficiency of solar power is extremely low.
Mm-hmm.
But what's good is that there's just so much fucking sun. That's what like makes up for it. But
Is it that you have to harness too much of the sun to make more power, or to make a greater amount of power? Then why is it that?
He said it was like multivariable things that accumulate to it.
it has to do with how the panels, like, you just cannot capture all the energy that is hitting the panel. As to why, I don't know.
He said at most you could probably get like 10 miles, and that's if you like leave the car parked.
Like in the sun.
Yeah, at most. It'll have some recharge rate, but it'll never be a point where like you can keep it powered off the sun.
Energy is such a weird thing.
Would that be an issue of like not efficient solar panels then, or would it just be you just can never?
What I was reading, it was just physically it's impossible. Like, based on the physics of it, it's impossible to break. Like, I don't know if it was something low, like 14% efficiency.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really low. It's really low.
He explained it pretty good, because he was saying like the amount of sun you'd have to capture, then you'd have to fucking multiply the kilowatts and this and that, and it sounds like a bunch of math that goes into it, and yeah, it just sounds like it just wouldn't be feasible.
Yeah.
And then he asked him another great question that I never thought of, like car tires. He's like, will we ever get to a point where like tires will be airless? Because you can see concepts of that all the time on the internet, but you never really see one. And Elon Musk was saying like it's just hard because that's also a multivariable problem. You have to worry about road noise, comfortability, shock absorption, all that shit.
Wear and tear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to be a huge Joe Rogan fan, but I've been seeing a lot of shit on the Joe Rogan subreddit that just kind of like has been turning me off lately. There's a lot of shit he does that's like very hypocritical,
Like what?
Like, he always tries to like,
Excuse me.
he always tries to put an image that he's very open-minded, but there's a lot of examples where he's not. You know what I mean? And then like the whole Texas thing, I went through this whole thread about it, and there's just a lot of hypocrisy with that too. Like the fact that like Texas is still, or weed is still illegal in Texas. You know what I mean?
is it?
Yeah.
Yet this guy still has dinner with like the governor of Texas and like shit like that. And of course, like someone like him is untouchable, right? They're not going to arrest him. He's bringing a lot of people to move over there. And I think the biggest thing too is like a lot of people have like kind of shown that the main reason why he moved there was a tax dodge. He didn't want to pay as much taxes, which is like fine, but I don't know. At least be straight up about it. Like Joe Rogan, he was always such a straight up guy, but like there's just a lot of shit that I think doesn't line up with the image that he has put out in the past. That just has like, I don't know why. It's just I've been trying to ignore it and try to look past it, but it's just like it kind of bugs me.
To be honest with you, I haven't watched much of his show at all.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
for the last couple of years.
Yeah, since he moved. One, because I feel like the new studio, I just don't like it. I'm one of those people that just don't like the way
Seems a little too small.
Yeah, it just looks weird. I like the fucking craziness that he had in his last two studios. And him moving to Spotify, I don't know. It just
that rubbed me the wrong way too.
I'm glad that he made money. Like good for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he had this blockbuster deal that he'll be good for the rest of his life. Because, I am a Joe Rogan fan, but at the same time, it's like I don't go to Spotify to fucking watch your episodes, Like, I go to YouTube for that.
Yeah.
Now I can't.
That was another thing, too. Like, he really pushes a lot of this narrative of, like, having control of your content or, like, freedom of speech, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he, like, I hate the word sellout, but, like, he put aside some of those ideals for the Spotify deal. Mm-hmm. Because there's so many cases where it's like Spotify's taken down certain episodes because it's considered controversial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it happening now. It might still happen, but when he first moved to Spotify, a lot of episodes were getting taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Jones, when he had Alex Jones on there, I know that was a big controversial thing Spotify employees.
I fucking love that episode.
Dude, that episode's so fucking good.
Dude,
he anyways, go. I could go on a fucking whole tangent.
No, I'm done. Like that was.
Okay.
That was just
but yeah, it was a whole controversial thing because of just the things Alex Jones had said on his Infowars. That's why he got taken down from YouTube and whatever. But I was just like, man, like it's I don't know. Yeah, do you think that he turned this way, or do you think that he was always kind of this way?
I mean, I don't blame him necessarily. Like, I think it just happened. I don't think he was always that way. I think it turned that way. That's what happens when you get a big platform.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
I think what I noticed was the big change was COVID, right? Because then, like, his opinion first was, that,
that was another big thing.
You should stay home, wear your mask, whatever. And then as it prolonged, his opinions started to change. Like people need to go back to work. Like like
to Texas.
You can't keep like people locked down. People need to make
a lot of anti-mask rhetoric too.
Yeah, and then I think that was a big thing too for him moving was like he just got tired of the governor here.
Yeah,
and I feel like that just spiraled into like some of the things that he talks about now.
I that's the thing. Like I completely agree. Like there is there should be freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever you want without the government cracking down and saying you can or cannot say that. But what a lot of people miss is there is not freedom of lack of consequence. You know what I mean? Sure, you could say whatever you want, but other people, other private companies can interpret or do whatever the fuck they want to do based on what you say. You know what I mean? Like that's not the point. It shouldn't be freedom of say whatever you want and there's no consequences to that. And I think like I liked that that's what he was. You know what I mean? You just say whatever the fuck you want. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Because there was no big company behind him. But at the same time, like, again, it goes back to the whole, like, image thing. Like, he would always try to be factual. He'd always try to be scientific. And then, yeah, things changed during COVID, you know? Like, it became a little more opinionated rather than factual.
Yeah.
Just that's why it went for him, though, is that he would get experts on there, you know?
Yeah, going back, or going off that, about him being factual, now it's kind of like, what's the word? Because now he has to be, like, he definitely, I feel like before he wanted to be factual just because it was the right thing to do, but I feel like now because I've seen a couple episodes of him on Spotify, and it's like weirdly. It's weird when someone says something wrong, but he tries to like say, like, oh no, well, let's look into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he just does it. He's just doing that because of the big company that's backing him, like Spotify, just so he won't, break the rules.
Not just
and
that
agreements.
too, but recently over the last 2 years, there's been a few times where he's had to go back and apologize for something that's said that wasn't correct. And I feel like he doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be that show that says something that might turn into someone drinking bleach or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to clarify. I definitely don't hate him.
No.
I definitely don't dislike Joe Rogan. Like, I still like him. I think it's just, it went from like, I was in this phase where it was like Joe Rogan could do no wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was like the pinnacle of like, oh, dude, he is the source
Like
of
free
like
speech,
good
yeah.
content, good information. And then I think it's just more so going through the process of realizing, like, wait, like, he's human.
Mhm.
Like, shit is still happening. He makes mistakes too. Like, I can't take everything he says
As like a golden nugget.
as gold. Yeah,
Yeah,
as gold.
the
I think
biggest
it's just
thing-
more that.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me was like he taught me open-mindedness, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
I had never thought of
Yeah.
the concept of being open-minded as much as when I listened to his show.
Yeah.
But I think now what I get from it is just the people he brings on. Like his guests are I think the stars of the show. It's not much of his show anymore other than him inviting them. Like
Right.
I would listen to that show because of who he brings on, and he finds people that like I would never find.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what it was for me. Was just like, it's almost like this regular dude, right, who hosts the show, but it's like the versatility of it, right? Because you could have someone who's on there, and him too. Like he's very well educated in whoever he brings on, but like you'll have someone on there about fucking who's like has a PhD in sleep,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I was gonna say, like,
and then he'll have someone on that's fucking
you have fucking Alex Jones.
yeah,
on
Alex
the very
Jones on,
next
right?
episode.
It's like you get the best of both worlds.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's what it was for me. It was just like, man, I could get all these sources of information, from the show. It's not just about this one thing. It's just, I could learn about things and like use it, right?
Excuse me.
Like it's usable. Like I could learn about sleep and apply it to my life, or I could learn about, whether he has like fucking David Goggins on and like get inspired and all that shit. So, like, yeah, I don't hate him. I don't hate him either,
Yeah.
but he's human. Obviously, he's
Right.
faulty. He's gonna make.
No one's perfect.
Yeah. And I don't know what I would do if fucking someone was waving $100 million contract in my face.
That's why I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I would
So-
fucking do the same thing, bro. Are you kidding
I was
me?
just whatever.
I would definitely sell out.
The man has
bro.
the man has fuck you money now.
Yeah,
like
dude. And that like,
factual. What we talking about here?
That's why,
And, like,
at that point too.
and if
like-
you think of who Joe Rogan is, you know what I mean? He's not like this. He was a fucking UFC commentator, or he was a
Yeah.
comedian before. Like,
Dude,
he's
he
not
was-
a scholar. He's not a.
He was born
fucking-
like us.
Yeah,
he was
just like this
nobody at
regular
one
guy.
point.
just a normal dude.
Yeah.
but like so.
That's
yeah.
why I definitely don't
It-
blame him for any decision he's made so far.
I don't remember the guest he had on, but it was a clip that went pretty viral. But the quote that the guy said is, "Every man lives two lives, and his second one begins when he realizes he only has one."
Hmm.
Dude, I don't know why that shit stuck with me. It was-
Yeah.
I would, dude. I feel like since the beginning of COVID, like that definitely it changed me. Like I just genuinely don't give a fuck anymore. Like I feel that way.
That's the
I'll
other thing.
embarrass myself. I don't care.
That's
I
the
don't
other
feel
thing he
embarrassed.
went on to say is that everyone is consistently worrying about 10,000 things except worrying about just one thing at a time.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what happened with COVID. It slowed down the world, and then you really
Yeah.
got to.
And you realize what's important. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. Or like the big thing too. Like I don't even know how long I've been off Instagram now, but it just made me realize too. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck about any of those people. The people I care about, I talk to. Anybody like on social media, I don't care about.
Mhm.
Like, so like, why am I wasting my time looking at what they're up to? It just
Yeah.
like isn't no offense to them. It's just I don't care.
Yeah. I never got the point of like liking someone's picture.
Yeah.
I never got that point, and I like I think about like why am I liking this? What does this add, like to the person whose post it is? But that goes back to your point of like giving a fuck about like why do I care about liking this post and like why can't I like you know what I mean? Why is that a like it makes me start to think about why that's a feature or a feature in apps liking things. Is it just for like because it's almost like
I feel
like,
like
yeah
it's
you
almost
can
like for
you can agree
attention.
you can agree with something without showing it, right?
Right.
And I
Mhm.
feel like
Right.
people, it's more, if you like something, it's more, it adds like fuel to whoever's thing it is, you know, to their ego. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, these amount of people like agree with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just never like, right, like now I'm just like, dude, why, like, yeah, why is that a feature? Like that you can like commenting, that might be better than, you know what I mean?
Than
Liking.
just liking.
Like obviously you can just voice your opinion, but it's just like, man, I don't understand why.
Do you think the internet would be more toxic if that was the only way to like? Is just commenting?
I feel like,
there-
I don't.
there's
think,
no liking, there's no sharing, nothing except comment.
I honestly
comment.
I don't think so.
I think it would be the same.
Yeah.
If not even, I think it would be a lot more people, saying that they like something. You know what I mean? Instead of just showing that number.
I feel like it would be. I feel like it would thin it out. I feel like most people don't comment. You know.
Yeah.
I even when I had social media, I was never one to comment. I would never comment. I hardly ever made posts. I would have to like psych myself up to do it. And I think most people are like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like liking is just the passive way to engage, you know?
Yeah, because there's nothing very social about social media.
No.
No, not really. It's funny because I remember like reading articles about how like, you know, social media makes you feel like you need to compare yourself to others.
Mhm.
And I used to always think, at least for myself, like, oh, no, that's not me. Like, I don't feel that. And I've realized now, like, I did feel that. Even though it was, like, slight, there was that. And what made me realize that is that when I would go places, I would have that thought of, oh, I should record this and post it. Like, but for what?
Yeah.
What do I need to
Yeah.
show people what I'm doing? You know?
Yeah.
I could just go about my day and like it doesn't matter. Like it only matters to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It
I,
just,
I did that way too much for years.
Like posting what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. But now I just like post my dogs, my cats.
yeah. The only time that I want to post something is if I know other people will laugh at it.
Mm.
You know, and like it'll
Yeah.
bring them that. Like, okay, yeah, I can make other people laugh. But like other than like that, like yeah, the same way. If I'm gonna post something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna post this, yeah,
You gotta like psych up.
yeah, like let's do this.
I gotta say, man, this quarantine has definitely made me very antisocial in that extent. Like, because even then, I'll think like, man, like, why am I gonna share my cats? Fuck those people. I don't want to make them happy. These cats are for me.
Yeah.
Being
I feel
selfish
you.
with your cats.
Dude, like that's how it's became. Like, which I kind of like. It's made a lot of these experiences like kind of more special for me. Like, because I feel like, you know what, this is just for me. Like, I'm gonna be the only one to experience what I'm experiencing right now. You know, which I don't know. It kind of makes me happy. Like,
So when things go back to normal, do you think that you'll still have this part of like this pandemic part of you still,
dude.
or do you think that you're gonna just revert back to what you were, which wasn't bad, you know?
Right.
But-
That's the thing. I want to keep stressing like this is just my experience because I know everybody's different. Everybody will use social media for different reasons. But part of me feels like this is gonna stay with me. And the biggest thing is I know before I used to struggle a lot with saying no. Whether it was going out or going to stuff with my family, I'd always feel this pressure like, oh, I need to go out. You know, I got to show my face. And now going through the pandemic where like, well, one, nothing was really happening. And two, when stuff was happening, I had an easy excuse, you know, like, oh no, like I'm quarantining. I can't make it.
Yeah.
And I've realized like I like saying no. Like I want to stay home and that's fine. You know, I don't want to go to, you know, this fucking distant cousin's birthday party. I just don't want to. And that's okay. I'm not going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've realized. Like, there's a lot of things that I used to do that I don't need to make me happy.
Man, I
And
feel
I'm
that.
cool with that. Like, this is one. Like, I think being around so many people who like to go clubbing made me feel like I should like to go clubbing. You know what I mean? And there was always this, like, we'd always have that conversation, like, oh, we got to go to a club, you know, we should go, like,
I've still never
dance,
been to one.
blah, blah, blah. Oh, really?
Never been in a club.
But I realize now, like, I could go the rest of my life without going to a club, and I am perfectly fine. Like, breweries I miss. I do miss going to breweries.
Yeah, breweries.
But, like, you know those bars we would go to when we would go out, and it would be more of a club than a bar,
Yeah.
right? People were dancing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't miss that.
Yeah.
I
No,
really don't miss that.
I miss the like an actual bar where you just go and chill at the bar. I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss that.
I
There's
just
something
having-
about it.
Yeah, it was just fun, you know. Like I feel the same way. I could go the rest of my life without like fucking going to a club. Like I don't need that, right? But
Or
when
even,
everything
going to
go-
malls, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't.
Dude, I miss malls.
Really?
I was one of those people, yeah. I was like, fuck, man, I miss walking through a mall.
I don't. Man. I do miss movie theaters.
Dude.
I still
Yeah.
miss movie theaters a
Yeah.
lot.
I think like the fucking second month of the whole fucking quarantine, I was just like, dude, I want to go to fucking movies, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal. But
I think I just
Yeah.
don't like people.
so have you always like not liked people, or was it just like this? I feel like I've never heard you say that before.
He hasn't. He's never said that.
I think to a certain extent, yeah. Like, if there's like for instance, I realized I never really enjoyed concerts. Like, I just get anxious. Like,
That's a good point.
being shoulder to shoulder to people, I never enjoyed that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And even then, the music always sounded like shit. It was always distorted. That's another thing. Like, surprising to say, I could not go to another concert, like a typical concert, the rest of my life, and I think I'd be okay with that. And I don't know if there's some type of like social anxiety behind it or something. I never liked being in large crowds. I never enjoyed it. It always just made me anxious.
Mm.
And I think, like, I don't know why, you know, all of this made me realize it,
Yeah.
but it was definitely always there.
Speaking of bar hopping in clubs, remember when you wore this shirt? And we tried going into that bar, and the guy's like, "Sorry, no plain white shirts." And you're like, "It's not plain, bro." Oh, you had your jacket on. That's what it was. And then you showed him this fucking faded ass Quicksilver fucking logo, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're good." Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's another thing I don't miss, man. Like, going to places where there's
There's
like
a dress code.
Dress codes.
Fuck you.
Suck my dick,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Dude, that was so weird that there was a dress code there.
Yeah. And it was like, it's like at night or during the day, it's a normal fucking bar, but during like
Especially-
nighttime, they like turn into a club. Like, fuck
Yeah,
you.
especially
Like,
the
there's
place-
a fucking $15 to get in. Kiss my ass.
Especially the place that it's at. I'm like, man, like, have you looked around where you're at? We're not like in Beverly Hills, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
To your point, though, James, I felt the same way. Like, I would go to events, especially esport events, and, you know, like, when I first started going, I was nervous, you know? I was like, man, like, I don't feel like I fit in, you know? I love what I'm watching, but I don't know if, like, I want to be here. I don't know if I'm the same as these people, you know? Like, these might be true fans, you know? But deep down, like, I've been watching this shit for fucking forever, right? What really changed for me is when I could get drunk at those events. Oh, dude. There was one.
enjoy them.
Yeah, I would go to the MLG event when they started bringing bars in, you know, and you could drink. Oh, dude, I got so drunk one time, and it was so much fucking fun.
Dude,
I
that's the
loved
thing,
it,
man. Because I know some people, they feed off it. Like, they like to be in crowds.
Mhm.
Like, they feed off the energy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just anxiety, because I kind of feel that if I'm drunk,
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
different story.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm at a concert drunk, oh, dude, I'll have a blast.
Yeah,
You know?
I would love for us all to go to a concert. Like, I know I've been one with you.
Yeah.
Have we ever been to a concert together?
I don't think
Oh
so.
no,
I don't think
just
I've ever
J.
been to
Cole,
a-
right?
I don't
Oh, that's the only one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
But
about
even
that.
then, we didn't drink.
True.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fucking dope.
I
man.
yeah.
I still remember, like, the fucking angle of seeing him.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, he's right there.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, that was
J.
crazy.
Cole over
That
here.
feeling's pretty cool. I do miss that feeling.
Your biggest fan. But
Jermaine!
but yeah, I think that's the reason I do drink. It's because I have
Subdue that
social
anxiety?
I feel like I have social anxiety. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
you
really?
know, yeah. And it brings me out of my shell, you know, because I'm typically like a mellow. I'm typically like a quiet guy anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, like,
no,
it-
yeah, we know how you become.
Yeah.
So
oh,
like
yes.
it feels
once
good.
Andy is released.
Like I'm not that person. Like in
You
my,
mean Drew?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Drew.
Yeah.
in my actual life, you know, I don't get like that crazy, right? Like when I'm just normal.
Sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it feels good to be like that person. You know what I mean? Like to just not be.
Bro, we
like,
walk into a bar, you're slow as shit. As soon as you start drinking, you're milli rocking like fucking
Dude, it just
no
like
other,
you know,
bro.
like a fucking madman.
I don't understand it. It's probably like the lineage of alcoholics in my family, you know. Or it's just, you know, like that's what alcohol does, right?
What's weird, man? It's not even like, because when I think about it, it's not that I get anxious because like I get embarrassed or anything. Or
Yeah,
like,
no,
like I
yeah.
want to be cool. It's just like people piss me off, man. People bump into me and I just get in a
I
fucking
hate
bad
that. Yeah, I
mood,
hate
you
that
know?
shit. Yeah.
Or I like I hear stupid shit people say and I'm just, God damn it, like
Yeah.
fucking so dumb here. Like, you know what I mean?
God, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like concerts don't bother me in terms of because they usually don't bother me. It's because I'm never at a concert that I don't want to be at in terms of like music. You know,
Mm.
like I'm always like, yes, I want to see like this person play, or like I want to hear this music. So I never really feel like weird, you know, being around people in that sense. When even if we're shoulder to shoulder, because I feel like we're all just kind of sharing that, and we all like the same thing. That's why we're here, you know. But yeah, like random like fucking bars or like, yeah, I get a little weird too. I get a little like,
Yeah. Bars is when I get
A little anxious.
yeah. Not so like I'm like my third drink in.
yeah. There's a certain
Like,
point.
I belong here, okay?
Yeah, there's a certain point I just
I'll
like-
be bumping in you too.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I think for me, it's like once I'm drunk, it's like I got horse blinders on. I don't realize all these other people around me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I understand that. So yeah, well, I don't know. This is kind of hard to ask, but like even when you go, so say like this is like a year from now, and you go back to school, right?
Mhm.
Maybe less. Who knows? Are you still gonna be like? Are you not gonna talk to anyone? Are you not
Yeah.
gonna be like social? Or you?
That's
Because
the thing too.
I'll
You
say-
were a part of a club also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were very involved in social activities.
I was.
Are you still connected to that at all?
Not so much.
No.
No, not so much. I kind of took a step back. I needed a break from all that, man. I got
This is-
fucking
this is-
You
overwhelmed.
did, bro. Because it seemed
Yeah.
like you were doing all the work.
This is the thing.
I got burnt
This is
out.
the thing. Like pre-pandemic, you know, when like everything was going on with us, like just in terms of like breakup, I felt like I saw you like just a little more like willing to do anything was my
Yeah.
thing.
That's true, yeah.
But now
Yeah.
that like I see you now, it's like the complete
I
opposite.
don't want to do anything.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, not obviously. I don't just see you like around here. You know, you obviously you do things, but
But I'm
Just
a
at
shut.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a shut-in.
Yeah. so was it like this? Like, my question is, was that person not who you were, or was that,
That's a good question, man.
or is this the person that you are, but you just were?
I think this is the person that I am. Because even when I was doing all that, like, it wasn't easy. I felt like I was out of my comfort zone. Like, I was pushing myself. You know what I mean? Especially when I was super involved, like, all of that was me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Like, getting out of what I
Mhm.
would want to do. But the thing is this. I do like, I'm fucking hypocritical to a certain extent. Because I do like meeting new people. And I do somewhat believe that, like, there's something special about every person. You just have to kind of, like, unravel it. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it worth it, meeting new people. Because there's a lot of people I met where if I just saw them and made my judgment, it would be completely wrong, you know, versus who they really are,
Yeah.
or what they
Mhm.
actually,
Yeah.
you know about, or what they bring, like, the things that make them them. But I mean, I don't think I wouldn't say that's not me. I think it's just that's me with effort. you know? And I don't always want to put it
Because when you say that was you, that was more uncomfortable, and this is you comfortable, but you would say this is you comfortable, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
which one would you rather be, and is being uncomfortable better than being comfortable?
Sorry,
I'm kind of like,
I think
I'm kind of interrogating you right now.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I'll chill over here.
You have to be uncomfortable, I would say. Like, when everything goes back to normal, I know it won't be exactly the same. Just because you can't get through life that way.
Yeah.
You know? Like, for instance, I wouldn't want to just work from home the rest of my life and never go into the office. Because it's hard to get anywhere that way. You have to meet people. You have to build connections with people. And again, like, I recognize that I have to just get over that initial hump that I always feel where I don't want to do that to reach that point where I'm like, dude, I'm so glad I reached out and got to know this person.
Yeah.
You know? But I think what I've learned is that this is also something where you kind of have to find a balance, you know? Just because if you're always doing that, at least for myself, how I feel is if I'm always pushing myself to be out there, always trying to meet people, then I'm not spending time on myself. I'm not spending time doing the things that I want to do. And like spending time focusing on my own happiness. So my hope is that after all this is over with, I'll find a balance between that where, you know, I'll push myself out of my boundaries when I need to, but I could recognize when I need to say no and just like, you know, I just need a weekend where I could just like relax, be alone, do my own thing. Which is so weird. Like I've mentioned this before. Like I used to struggle so much with loneliness. Like I used to always be out just because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be in my room alone. But now going through the pandemic when I kind of had to, like, it is a beautiful thing being alone, you know? You don't got to, like, worry about anything or anyone. It's so wonderful being able to say, like, I'm going to do this just because I want to do this. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants to do. It doesn't matter what people are inviting me. I'm going to say no because I want to do this right now, you know? So, I don't know if that answers what you were asking.
No,
I don't even remember the original
No,
question.
it did. Well, my other point of view or my other perspective was, I'm sure there are a lot of people that have made or have come to the conclusion as you have. And my thing is that there's people that have never went through a pandemic, is what I'm saying. So, like, would you have ever figured out that you were this way without the pandemic? And these are what ifs, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, my initial thought would be no, just because, again, I always felt that expectation to, like, say yes to people. Or, like, if there were some plans, I felt like I would disappoint them if I didn't do it. And I feel like I didn't make that realization, and I wouldn't have if I didn't have a legit argument not to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the pandemic provided, is because they couldn't get mad at me, you know? You know, like, what are they going to say? Like, oh, you asshole. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm trying to be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just because, obviously, you would say that this has made you like a more selfish person in a good way, though, right?
Yeah. I'd agree to that.
Which is a better thing, right, for you, and if you're looking from the outside in.
Yeah.
It's just weird that it came from, like, you know, such a kind of horrible thing.
Yeah, like,
you know, like, obviously, but it's just like, what I'm wondering is, like, how many people have gone through this change and how many people this could have helped, you know? Like, even though it's, like, a very horrible thing, how many people it could have helped come to, like, conclusions that you have.
Well, we have a sample size of 3. So, like, what about you guys? Like,
Oh.
have you guys
Yeah.
had anything like that? Any realizations?
I
or
don't think
any-
I
Or it might be the opposite. Maybe you guys realize how much you enjoy being out, being around people.
Do you want to go first? 'Cause, like,
Dude, I miss giving handshakes. I'm tired of I'm tired of giving fist bumps. Like it's so fucking. I don't want. It's so whack to me. Like I've
elbows?
always been the one. Yeah, elbows. Oh, don't fucking give me an
I hate
elbow.
that shit.
I don't know. Like
So
growing up,
stupid.
it's like that was the gentleman thing to do. You know,
Mm.
like I don't know. It bothers me. Yeah, I miss going out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say that, but also at the same time, I've been like this, like you, for I don't know, since I moved up north. You know, when I was up there, and I learned how to be alone. You know, there's fucking days I go home from work, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm locking myself in my room, and I'm just gonna fucking watch whatever I want to watch. You know, do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Fall asleep if I want. Like, that's fine with me. I think the thing for me is like right now it's just killed my motivation. Like I have no motivation to work out. I have no motivation to find a new hobby. Like it's just been hard with a capital D. Like it's hard to just go out and do something after work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like I have changed. I don't know if my perspective on people have changed. I think I kind of always thought they were a little stupid. You just always like there's those bunch of people, right? That they're just they're ignorant. Like they're ignorant, like, but like at the same time they're they look kind of happy. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the pandemic happened at the wrong and right time for me, if that makes any sense. Because what we were going through at the beginning of it, I started to realize like I didn't like to be alone, but I didn't really know that, just because of like things that had gone on in my life. I had always lived with my brothers and my parents. I had always had someone around. So at that point, it was like, man, I just want to like kind of get away from these people, in a good way, just be my own person. But then when that happened, I was like, oh man, actually, I kind of don't, So, and then when we were like the quarantine happened, I tried because I didn't like to be alone, and I was realizing that, I think that's why I wanted to like be out so much during when the pandemic was going on. I didn't want it to feel like it was a pandemic and that I had to stay home and and I had to experience that until I got COVID. And then when I got COVID and I had to stay, I was home for like a month and a half, right? I was just like, dude, like, holy shit. Like, people have been doing this since it started, and I can't even handle this. Like it made me realize that I do need to be outside. Like I really need like the sun. I really need like, nature, or just hearing the stupid, like the freeway, or hearing cars, or just like feeling normal, I guess. But I like the whole motivation side, I feel like, yeah, that's definitely like dead inside me, like for now. Like,
yeah, same here.
I don't feel like the need to, and I did, at a certain point, like at a certain time, when I was going to like jujitsu, but it just like when I had caught COVID, it was just like, man, like a lot of things changed for me, and it just like, yeah, I don't see the need to try right now, and I feel like, I'm sure the whole world feels that way, because life just sort of stopped. But like working out right now is like, ugh. Like getting high is like, oh, nice. Like, dude, I could, like the word,
nice. This is a lot easier.
dude, this is great. Like, you mean people have been doing this for 9 months?
Dude, the thing for me, I've been wanting to get into jump roping. Well, I did get into jump roping when I was taking my boxing lessons years ago. I have my jump rope. I literally just have to grab it and go in the backyard right after work. Can't even muster up that energy. I fucking go in my room, take off my clothes, and be like, guess I'm done for the day.
Dude, Isaac Newton was fucking right, man. Objects in motion stay in motion.
I learned
tend
that.
to stay in motion.
I learned that when I went up north, dude. Because as soon as I got in the apartment, put on my running shoes, and I fucking went running for however long until I got tired. You know, rest for a little, then go back.
Dude, it's like a fucking 2-ton boulder that you're rolling, right? And when it's already rolling, you can push it easily.
Yeah.
As soon as that bitch stops, man, good luck trying to get that thing going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I think I felt, when I was like starting jiu-jitsu, and I was, when the gym had just opened up too. I was like, oh man, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to like do both and do this. And then like,
dude, I know.
I was like, dude, fuck. And then after that, I was like,
into the mic.
Sorry. After that, I was like, I just, yeah. And it goes back, to what you're saying. That objects in motion stay in motion. And I was like, that's what I was in. I was just like in this routine. I was coming home from work, going to jiu-jitsu, coming back, like, sleeping early. But now it's just like, yeah.
What a fucking mess.
Yeah. Just like laying in my bed, staring at the ceiling.
That quarantine 25 hit me hard, bro. I've been losing weight though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've lost like 8 pounds.
Really?
Literally just from fucking eating better, man.
Yeah. I've been hoping that this whole, not doing shit would help me gain weight.
Dude, same.
I
think it's
I've
never
never,
for both of y'all.
dude, I've never cracked 150 before. I've gone on 148. That's it.
That's crazy.
By the
man.
morning, I'm back to 145.
My heaviest, I was
That's
150.
crazy. It's funny though. There was a long time where I could not gain weight. Like, especially when I was working out a lot, I was trying to gain weight, man. I was eating so fucking much.
It's so hard, man. Especially when you're stuffing yourself, protein shakes plus fucking whatever you're
you
eating.
have to like force feed
It's
yourself.
fucking tough, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
And then when I saw the scale, like a few months ago at 170, I was like, what's wrong with this scale, bro? It's just like broken, dude. It's just broken. And then I went to Kaiser. They're like, all right, 168. And I'm like, whoa.
Time out.
Like, damn, my
Holy
sock.
shit.
Each of my socks might be like 10 pounds.
Yeah, man.
I got Rock Lee weights on.
I was
Dude.
kind of like, I felt a little proud. Like, just a little bit. Like, dude, I can weigh more. Like, because same, I never broke like 150. I never broke like 150.
Yeah.
That was I could never break 150. And then I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like 100 pounds until we started going to the gym back in high school. 100 pounds. And
That's
then
crazy.
from that, I gained 25 pounds all the way until sophomore year. Sophomore year. And then I gained, I got to 145, and I haven't changed ever since then, man. 145 is just where I'm at.
I was always stuck at. I would
Yeah.
always be between 140, 145.
And, whoever's listening to this could give me your fucking diet plan, your weightlifting plan. It doesn't matter. It ain't fucking changing me. I've tried everything. It doesn't work.
I was always like 120, 125. And then the year after high school, a year had passed, I gained 20 pounds. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is dope, right? And then plateau. I eat really unhealthy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel fat. I just feel like my body is like
sluggish,
like ugly. You know what I mean? I don't gain weight from all that. I just feel really bad.
You just feel like shit.
Yeah, I just feel like shit.
That's what was weird, man. When I went to college, like my first year out of high school, I dropped like 20 pounds. Like and that's because I was eating so fucking much when I was in high school, just trying to gain weight. And then when I got to college, I just didn't have time. Or I wouldn't pack enough food to take with me, so I dropped so much weight. Weird.
Yeah.
You know what I hate about myself? I don't drink enough water. And I've been like this my whole life. Like,
really?
I was telling Napoleon today while we were working, I was like, dude, you know what I realized? I don't drink water. Like, even like soccer games, I wouldn't drink before. Like, the whole day, I wouldn't drink before. Like, when it was at the half, I wouldn't get water. I would just start talking about things we need to fix. Like, it's so bad, and I realized that as I'm getting older, I need to change that. Like, I was
Water's
fucking.
life, man.
I was driving home yesterday, and I started getting a headache. And I'm like, oh fuck! Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh yeah, you haven't drank any fucking water. You had 2 fucking monsters, but no water. You fucking retard.
Jesus.
That's crazy, man. I'll go through like 2 to 3 of these a day, and it's hard. Like, I take this everywhere I go. I went on a fucking farm tour today. It was an hour, right? And
Farm tour?
Yeah. So we went on this like farm tour where we got to pick like our own vegetables and shit.
Really?
It was pretty cool. But that was like an hour long, and I was struggling. Like by the end, I was like, because I didn't bring this with me. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking thirsty. I don't know. My ass just does not hold on to water.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that, man. I wish I could go a whole day without fucking drinking water.
I think I could too.
Yeah.
But I know it's not good for me, so I drink water.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, my pee just smells like straight fucking battery acid.
Bro, does you guys' pee ever smell like oats?
Nah.
No? Oh,
No.
gotcha.
Mine would be like Gatorade yellow, and like it would smell. Like I don't even know how to explain how it would smell, but it was
Yeah. Like that's how I know. Like fuck, I didn't drink water.
Yeah.
It's like I'm burning a hole through the toilet.
Dude, there's some times in the morning while I'll pee, it'll be dark, but it'll smell like straight like oatmeal.
Like
almost.
Oatmeal?
Yeah.
What is like plain
Like
oatmeal?
oats. It'll smell like straight oats.
I'd have to smell oats to like get that.
Next time I pee, I'll call you over. Go whiff.
I'm coming.
You can watch while he's doing it too.
I still to this day, like sometimes I'll have body odor under my arms, and it'll smell like maple syrup.
Dude, that's
I'm so glad you brought that
that's something right there. I'm glad you brought it up too, because Napoleon, when he takes off his boots, it smells like straight Doritos.
Wait.
I'm
like
not
nacho cheese or Cool Ranch?
nacho cheese. I'm not bullshitting
That's
you,
gross.
dude. This guy's fucking weird. I swear to God. He really is one of my fucking best friends, but he's fucking weird, man. He's like, dude, I swear if I take these off right now, it's gonna smell like Doritos. I'm like,
He
you're
said that to you?
Yeah. I'm like, you're full
He
of
recognizes
you're full of shit, bro.
And it smells like Doritos in a gross way, or like
Like it's straight Doritos. Like I'm not.
That's crazy,
It's not
man.
something you're like, oh, what the fuck, you know,
It's
like
just
bad Doritos. No, it's like
straight
Doritos. And then this fucking dude shows up 2 days ago, and he's like, bro, I figured it out. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, my fucking foot odor. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's because I've been wearing black socks. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, dude.
Why does that matter?
So his mom, you know, she got. I'm fucking putting all his information out there, but his mom was, you know, away for a while.
yeah.
Hardship. You know, I don't know if you talked about it when he was here.
I think you did.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
She was deported, right? She was locked up for a while, and she said, well, she learned over there that if you have white socks, you have less foot odor. And I didn't fucking believe it. This dude fucking reeks every time he took off his boots. He took it off because he had white socks on. Didn't smell a thing. Didn't smell a thing.
Weird. That's
And
weird.
I don't know if it's a bunch of fucking Salvadorian mumbo jumbo or whatever it may be,
Might be some fucking
Dude, this is like a research study. That
some
you
pill
gotta
shit,
do, huh?
bro.
but the guy said it and he proved it to me because he had no fucking foot odor, and I was amazed. Because
Weird.
as soon, dude, I wasn't even like crouching down to smell his boot. Like he took that bitch off
And you
while I
did
was
it.
standing up like 2 feet away, and I smelled that shit.
Ooh, Doritos.
Weird, man.
So
how come Chihuahuas always smell like Doritos or Fritos? Have you guys realized that?
no,
You haven't
No,
realized that? Have you
bro, I
Dude,
have no
feel
idea what
like
you're talking about.
Every time there's a Chihuahua, that shit smells like Fritos or Doritos.
I gotta pee.
Fritos or
Kinda gotta
Doritos.
be too.
I've only met you two.
Yeah,
We'll just fucking go right now.
a little bit.
Might as well just go right now.
I'll wait.
Okay. I've only met like a handful of Chihuahuas in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I never wanted to like hold them or touch them because I hate Chihuahuas.
Dude, I do too, man. They piss me off.
Dude, I just hate what they. I hate what wolves became.
Dude, I feel bad. I think that's what it is. Like, I feel disgusted with humanity. Same with, dude, when I see pugs, man. It makes me angry. Like, why did we do this to them?
Yeah, they're kind of ugly.
It's fucked up. They can't breathe. They
Yeah.
can barely breathe.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man. We literally made them just have fucking incest nonstop. And people think that's cute.
You know, we,
I don't think that's cute.
you know, we should make the ultimate species of dog.
Oh my god. Don't even tell me pugs and chihuahuas.
What if we made it a pug and a Chihuahua?
Or fucking. Dude, that's an abomination,
How
man.
ugly would that thing look?
That is a life form you should not bring into our universe.
I don't know. I think we
Dude.
need that one.
Real quick though, speaking about fucking armpit odor, yesterday
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
it was weird. One of my armpits didn't really have much BO. The other one though smelled like straight onions, like straight fresh chopped white onions,
Really?
and it was so strong, like it made my eyes water and it would make me cough.
It made you cry?
I've never had BO like that in my life. It smelled like straight onions. And I had just showered the day before. I don't shower every day, people. And before you call me disgusting,
Not
that's
supposed to.
actually
Yeah.
healthy to do. You don't want to dry out your skin, okay? But I had just showered the day before. I always put deodorant on every day, so I don't even know why. But on the bright side, I learned something because I was like, why the fuck do I smell like onions? I was looking it up, and apparently when you sweat or like armpit sweat, it doesn't have any odor, but what makes it smell is you have bacteria on your skin, and it'll like process that sweat, and that's what makes it smell.
Got it.
And there's a certain process of that, or I don't know if it's certain bacteria that'll make it smell like onions. And the reason is because it's that same bacteria or process that makes onions smell the way they do. So
Wow.
it was literally the same odor. Long story short, I smelled like my BO smelled like onions yesterday, which was the first time that ever happened.
TLDR.
Yeah, it smelled like straight onions.
I wonder if my maple syrup smell is that too then.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it was like a certain, like, I don't know. Doesn't happen so much now, but like maybe like 2 to 3 years ago, I was just like,
Straight maple
dude,
syrup.
like, like I don't have to put deodorant on because it doesn't smell, first of all. So like when
Like
people
bad.
smell me, they'll just smell like syrup and probably wonder why I smell like syrup. And two, I was like, why the fuck do I smell like maple syrup? I looked it up, but I don't remember like the answer I got. I kind of just accepted it. I was like, this is my smell.
You
I'm gonna
guys-
smell like this.
You guys ever think like, why does cologne or like something that smells good, like especially if a female's wearing something, like why is it like, oh damn, that like it's kind of like a turn on, right? When she smells good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I pulled up to my house today. We get out of the car and one of the ladies from the grocery store that's friends with my grandmother had come over, right? She comes out. She smelled so fucking delicious, dude. I had to ask her. I'm like, "What are you wearing? Cuz you smell delicious." And she was like, "Vanilla and something." But she was like fucking 10 feet away from me and I smelled that. I'm like, "God damn. Smells so good."
Who is this?
Huh?
Who is this?
She worked at the grocery store by my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she works in the deli.
How old is she?
Probably like in her mid 30s.
Which deli? I'm about to go smell her right now.
All right, I'm gonna go take a leak.
For sure, yeah.
You ever wonder that though? Like, why is it such? Damn, bro. Damn.
It's because you want what you eat. You want to smell good.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that. This was weird to me. Speaking of smells, and my ex-girlfriend liked like my musk.
Really?
Yeah, she liked when I smelled like
Yeah, and
musky, which is weird. I was like, man, I
Uh-huh.
don't like to smell like this. Why do you like this?
uh-huh.
But I think that might be like that might have to be with something like instinctual, I would think.
Mm.
And it's like a weird connection, but I don't know if you've ever heard that a lot of cats like earwax.
I didn't know that. But the fucking dogs, they get into my ears, bro. They get up in that bitch.
And I read that. What I read about it is that it was because like earwax has like certain like animal pheromones in it.
Really?
That cats and like animals like.
No shit.
So it attracts them. So like whenever I like, dude, Oreo like she'll lay on me. Oreo's my cat, by the way. And like whenever I'm like just like kind of like in my ear because it itches, it's like whatever. And then like you know what I mean? Like you just kind of like wipe it.
Uh-huh.
She'll like look at my finger and she'll like fucking attack my finger. I'm like,
No
dude, what the
shit.
fuck is like? Get away from me! You know, I don't want you to like lick
Fucking
my
weirdo.
Yeah, I don't want you to lick my finger. It's got like earwax on it. But like she'll just fucking like get in there in my finger. I'm like, so one day I was like, whatever, you could like just lick it.
Yeah.
And she fucking went to town, and that's when I looked it up. I was like, why the fuck do you like earwax? but it had to do with like certain pheromones in it that they like are like extremely attracted to.
No shit.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense because Chance is a fucking ear licker, dude.
Yeah.
He'll come up when you're laying down and just like get in there.
Yeah,
he has a
dude.
little tongue too, so he fucking gets in there.
You got an anteater tongue. But I'm feeling. I feel like that might be in correlation to like why we enjoy smells so much in other people. You know, because
I'm a lot like your ex-girlfriend, dude. If Alyssa's sweaty, oh man, I love that shit.
it's like it's weird though, right?
Yeah,
like,
she tries wiping away. I'm like, nah, come here. you
Yeah,
know?
it's weird because like I feel like we all have our own smell. Probably not everyone. Like theoretically, not everyone. Some of us probably smell the same, but I feel like we all generally have our own scent.
Do you ever like find Oreo like laying on your clothes?
Dude, yeah, it pisses me fucking off because I'll like.
Really?
Well, this is why it pisses me off. 'Cause, like I'll just do laundry, like
okay.
and I'll fold shit and I'll put it, and then she will just like, she has the whole bed, mind you, and she will just like sniff my clothes, stand on top of it, and lay.
No,
right
I
around
mean
top
like
of it.
clothes that you had just taken off.
Yeah, so my hamper, she always sleeps in.
Okay, because
Hamper.
I don't know why I love that because last night I put Chance in Alyssa's chair, right, so he can sleep on there. Fucker gets off, comes in the bed. I take off this jacket, lay it down on the chair, put him on it. He's like, he sniffs it. He's like, okay, I can lay here now. You know, I just like that. You know, it's like, for me, it's
Like
the
affection.
yeah, it's affection, but the idea that it's comfort for him. You know,
Yeah.
knowing that I'm there in some kind of way. You know, I love
Yeah.
seeing that.
And it's just like it's weird. I would say for people, it's more of like it's kind of like memory unlocking. You know, for people, like when you get certain smells or when you get certain tastes of something, like it unlocks certain memories or it reminds you of someone.
Mm.
I wonder if it's that way for dogs,
I would have to imagine so.
or is it just like this? Yeah, this smell is like safe.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like Oreo always like my hamper is like her go-to. I was like, man, like that's all my dirty clothes.
Yeah.
You like that?
I think that's one thing that COVID has like really shown me is how much I love the animals in my life.
Yeah.
Definitely. It wouldn't have been the same without.
We wouldn't have had one of the
without my
cats.
pets. Yeah,
Without quarantine.
yeah. I love them.
Dumbass Mosh.
I love that guy.
So how you guys gonna feel like when like life does open a little more and you can go out and start spending time outside the house?
It's gonna be completely different, and I think I had mentioned this to James or Jalen or all of us when we were sitting down. Like we wouldn't normally be seeing each other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
you would be at not work, school. Emily would be at school. Jalen probably would have been at work all the time.
Into the mic.
Sorry. Like it wouldn't have been like, you know,
Like
we
how it
come
is
down,
now.
like we come down the stairs and we see each other like eating or on the couch watching TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it would not be the same way.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't know how it would be, honestly. I really do want to experience this place without a pandemic. You know, like I want to like go out and come back and, you know, just kind of have fun. More fun.
You know how I noticed a difference, especially like in us three, is like you guys have a place, and we really truly haven't gotten like fucked up together. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the last episode we recorded. You know, I thought we were gonna have like old times. You know what I mean?
Get all fucking trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And then you knock out and you start playing video games. I'm watching Malcolm in the fucking middle.
Bro, I was on a good one. I don't even know why I started playing. I was just fucking going.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking fake.
I was like, man, are we getting fucking old? What's going on here?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't think it's getting old for me. Like, cause I feel like even if I would be older, I would want to get fucked up. But like, I just think it's that motivation thing. Like, that just not really like.
You got to turn it a little,
Sorry.
dude. There you go. Yeah, there you. You're just fucking like on the side right here.
I just feel like it's like I kind of just don't. I don't know. Like, feel like getting fucked up or like. having fun. Like this fun is being sucked out of me.
Because think about it. There was a time where like Friday nights or Saturday nights, we were going out and we're getting fucked up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I wanted to be out. I wanted that.
I think I'm getting older. I just I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we just got to play more drinking games too, though. You know what I mean? Because like that's the thing. If we would go out, then it would be easy to get fucked up because we're out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just a different environment. But anytime we got fucked up at your place, it was because we were playing something.
True.
We were never just sitting and drinking and getting fucked up.
Dude, that Halloween party you had, Rage Cage. Oh man,
That was fun.
dude. The newbies were getting fucked up.
Yeah, that fucking little.
But dude,
webs.
dude, I hadn't played since the last time, baby. I played with you guys. And that was years, right?
I can't even remember last time.
Years. At my place, at some time, years ago. So when we played again, I was like, man, I remember why we fucking did this. This was
Dude, we gotta
so
play more
much
beer
fun.
pong, man. I miss playing beer pong.
Yeah, we do.
You got more of these?
Yeah,
We could play this shit tonight.
yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
got
I
ping
have-
pong balls.
I bought plastic cups not for that reason, but just to have.
Yeah, we
So
got a mess
could-
of plastic
we could use
cups
that.
too.
Fuck it, man. Let's play.
What do we got to lose?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, yeah.
I got a 3-day weekend, baby. I'm fucking.
True.
I'll be fucked up 24/7.
True.
I'll get fucked up
Bender,
tomorrow,
bro. Let's get on a bender. Sober up on Monday.
Oh, dude, if I did go on a bender, I would hate my fucking life Monday. I've done that in Vegas, and I just fucking absolutely hated life and driving home, and I didn't want to talk to anybody, and everyone
Bless
was my
you.
enemy.
You know what I did for the first time today? And I'm not proud about. Well, I don't fucking care. While we were at work, we were in the last hour, and Napoleon asked me, he's like, hey, you want to go grab a beer after work? I'm like, you know what? I do. So we went to the gas station and grabbed a 6-pack. Yeah, I was
drank
fucking,
it?
yeah, I was.
What's to feel bad about?
Yeah. Well, I was drinking and driving.
Were you drunk?
No.
That's cool. I've done that like thousands of times.
But for me, that was a first, because
To
either
make you feel better.
either I'm carpooling with someone,
Mm.
and they're driving, or I'm driving by myself, and I've never had the feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go grab a beer after work.
I feel.
Having this fucking guy though around, he was just like, you know what, a beer sounds good. I'm like, you know what, a beer does sound good.
Dude, that is one thing that I'm kind of happy of. I can't remember the last time that I've been driving home, and on the halfway home, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking drunk right now. I should not be driving. I haven't had that in a while, which I'm proud of. It's just I don't know what it is. You don't think you're drunk, and then you're halfway home, and you're like, dude, I'm kind of fucked up right now. I shouldn't be doing this.
The hockey game, bro. That was the one time I've ever driven where I was definitely drunk.
The drive home.
I can't believe I fucking lost that episode, dude.
You lost it? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, remember where I was gonna upload it, and I just it's gone. I don't know what happened to it.
Ah, fuck.
Man, I don't even want to hear myself on that shit.
Man,
Dude,
really wanted to
I
hear
just
that
remember
one.
us fucking talking about was it Endgame? Avengers Endgame for the longest time.
really?
We were debating on it. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
How long have we been recording, Phil?
An hour and 28 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like that.
I'm hungry and I want to play beer pong.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
For sure.
I'm probably gonna skip the first how we started this show.
Yeah,
we
we're
didn't-
talking
we
about a
didn't-
little sus.
Yeah.
Some
A
shit a
little
little
too
sus.
much. Yeah. Saying too much things that are a little personal. That it's okay. We don't need to talk about it. We'll
Yeah,
talk about it
we'll
after.
talk about it.
Revisit
I
it
don't
after.
So I want to ask you guys a question. The next episode's
I
mine,
know
right?
it. Yeah.
Mm.
So we can do an episode where I bring my other brother in, Antonio.
Okay.
The one that we want to do, or we can do another. I want to do another drunk love episode, but I want to do it like blasted butt style. We go in
We're already drunk.
already drunk.
Would we have someone on or just us?
See, that's the thing. Would you guys be comfortable having someone else on?
I mean, I'm always
Yeah.
fine with Caitlin coming on.
Yeah,
So.
I'm
Or-
always fine with
or
Caitlin coming on.
whoever
Yeah,
else.
I value her opinion.
I honestly don't care.
No. Okay.
Well,
we
can you find out if she's down, and if she isn't, then we could just do the episode with Antonio.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Good little update.
I know. I haven't seen her in a while.
I haven't either. I haven't seen her
Um,
since we got COVID.
Have you talked to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we text.
Okay.
We text here and there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
be
All right,
cool,
we can
so-
do it. Yeah, but we can't start until we're already fucking drunk.
Yeah.
All right.
We started a little too soon last time, I feel.
Yeah, I just need. We just.
I
need
think
to
it just
fucking-
wasn't enough. Like I was at a good level, but it wore off.
We should have took another shot.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I don't know if I like.
We'll take a shot before, and then we'll take a shot during.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot before, have like a beer or two, and then another shot right when we start the episode.
I don't think.
And while we're doing it.
Get 3 in there.
Yeah.
And you gotta tell her she has to drink more than what she drank last time.
Yeah,
I'll
none of
tell
that
her.
fucking
I'll tell her
pussy
she's
shit, huh?
she's spending the night.
I'm tired of her fucking antics. I don't know.
All right.
But what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to be high during podcasts anymore.
All right.
I just like it really.
Into the mic,
It
into the
really
mic.
fucked with me last time because I was just
Why?
like forgetting like. I was just forgetting really.
So
like, good
did you
points.
realize it like the next day that like shit, I wanted to say this?
No, honestly, what made me realize is I was talking to someone on the phone just before like I had smoked like a good amount, and like I couldn't keep a conversation.
Hmm.
And it was like bothering me. I was like, dude, why can't like normally I would be able to like think of questions, but I was just like blanking like after I said shit, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is going on right now?
Mm.
So I don't know if it's maybe the type of weed that I have or like what I have, or maybe I can get another one.
For me, man,
I love how you're just putting this out there, man.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot when I drink on the podcast. Like, there's shit I fucking forget. I'm like, God damn it, I should have fucking said that. I feel like there's things that would have been good talking points, but I get too drunk sometimes.
Yeah, it just
It
bothers
is
me.
what it is.
I don't care. Fucking. Hey, no, I don't want to say that. Well, hey, work. I smoke weed, but I said it. So, who cares? They're not gonna.
Alright.
It
Their
is
company-
what it is.
Yeah,
company's
it
not
is what
gonna-
it is.
Company's not gonna matter to me in like a year and a half anyway. So
True.
you know. But yeah, it just. I mean, I might change my mind in the future, but it just really bothered me that I was like doing that.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys feel that, have felt that, or not, but
Yeah, man, it bothers me when I go home the next day and then I realize, I got too drunk and then, I try to force myself to remember to say these things and then I just start on another talking point.
yeah, because like I wanted that first episode to be like of the series to be like really good, but I was just like
I think it was still entertaining.
It was, but I wanted like it might just be my perspective, but whatever.
No, we definitely need to get more drunk next time.
Yeah. We weren't slurring enough.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten like way too fucked up multiple times. The last Drunk Club episode, I was fucking
Yeah, you got hammered at the end.
hammered. And I'm going to make sure to clear the memory of all the memory chips so the episode doesn't get cut short. I feel like we had like another
Yeah.
solid hour in us.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, one thing I'll say, man, about after the spicy episode, I've been craving it more, man. Like, I'll just think about it, my mouth will start to water.
Dude, the next day, I was craving spicy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the next day my fucking butthole was dunzo.
Dude, the next day I was going at it again, man. I was having some fucking jalapeno chips,
Man, that's like
Takis. I think that's why it was the day
Yeah,
after.
that's
dude.
why it was
My
the day
butthole
after.
was on fire.
it was bad. It was like one of the worst chili wings I've had. It was fucking
I did
bad.
not have that, dude.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Man, I still have some Takis.
Something smells good.
I'm getting really hungry.
Me hungry. All right, we can wrap it up.
I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to go to that birria spot that I took you guys to.
Oh,
which one?
really?
Which one?
I kind of want pizza.
Oh, I
I mean, I'm always down for pizza.
down for whatever.
Something fucking smells delicious up there.
I can't smell it.
It's like a got
Is
it
it
in
a
asada.
meaty
It's like
smell?
a steak.
I think I do smell it. It's a meaty smell.
It's definitely meaty. I don't know about asada though.
I got a fuck ton of strawberries today from that farm I went to. I'm trying to make a strawberry cobbler this weekend.
That's the oldest thing I've ever heard you say.
All right, later, everyone. What do you mean, bro? Cobblers are delicious. Listen. I was having this conversation with Emily. Pies are way fucking better than cake.
Oh man.
Way
You
better.
think?
You don't think so?
I'm not a fan of pies.
I haven't
What?
had like a traditional
Dude.
pie. I've had pumpkin pie.
Okay. Everyone always says that. Like, well, I've had pumpkin pie.
That's what I'm saying.
Pumpkin pie is such a
Yeah.
low tier fucking pie.
Yeah.
Like, there are dude. My mouth is watering. You think about it, bro. Some fucking peach pie. Some fucking apple crumble pie. Oh, some fucking banana cream pie. Oh my god, delicious, dude. Pumpkin pie is like, it's just fucking whack, bro. It's like
Yeah,
saying
maybe.
like, oh yeah, I don't like burgers. McDonald's is whatever. Like McDonald's is okay, it's a classic, you know, but there's way better fucking burgers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had like traditional pie. Like, you know, the fucking windowsill pies?
Yeah.
With the fucking...
You never been to like Marie Callender's?
I've only ever
Got a
had
fucking
pumpkin
pie
pie
from
because
there?
of like Thanksgiving. Someone would bring
Yeah.
it. So
Uh.
that's the only pie I'd ever have.
Since you bring that up, dude, I haven't had a McDonald's burger by itself like in a long time. I always make a McGangbang, bro.
Oh really? I can't
Always.
remember the last time I had a
McGangbang.
McGangbang.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, every time I go, I get a McGangbang and a fucking 10-piece chicken nugget with a fry and a fucking medium
Dude,
Coke.
McDonald's sounds good
Damn.
too.
I'm down for that also.
I've never had a McGangbang.
Dude,
What the-
cheeseburgers.
$2 goodness? Are you kidding me?
I swear to God.
Bro,
no.
cheeseburgers and McDoubles, that's my kryptonite, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Their cheeseburgers smack. I don't know what it is.
This doesn't bother you? He's never had a McGangbang?
I can't even remember how they taste.
Oh
I've,
my
I've,
god.
I've never been
so
a I've
long
never
that
been a
I've had-
McDonald's
since I've
guy
had one.
except like living here or
Yeah, I've never
or like
really was.
being fucking hammered. You know, I've never
I
been
just
like,
want
I want
food, bro. Everything sounds good right now.
I've never been like, I want McDonald's right now. I've never really.
I've been craving that birria spot. We don't have to go, but I'm telling you, if you do go again, or if we go again, you got to get the wet burrito, man. That shit,
Dude, a web burrito does sound
that
fucking
shit
dank right now.
fucking smacks.
I
You guys
love
got the
wet
regular
burritos.
burritos,
Yeah.
and they're good. But the wet burrito is something of a class of its own.
Bro, have you had the wet burritos from Supermex?
No.
Okay, you should try. If you like wet burritos,
I
bro,
fucking love wet
Them
burritos.
motherfuckers smack,
Okay.
bro.
I'll try that if you try the wet burrito from the
Bro,
birria
you
spot.
didn't even- Fuck yeah, I love
Deal?
Win-win.
Yeah, fucking deal.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Supermex,
Dude, my mouth is
fucking-
fucking wild.
Dude, I didn't. For the longest time, you kept telling me about the fucking carne asada fucking nachos from King Taco.
Bro, I was just telling Emily about that. I remember the first time we went, and everyone was like, they're all right. And then a couple weeks later, like, bro, I'm kind of craving those fucking nachos, man.
Nah, man. As soon as I bit into the fucking asada, I was like, "Oh my god!" You could taste the fucking
The
fucking
lime,
the
right?
lime in it, dude. It was so
Dude.
fucking good.
I've yet to have a taco from King Taco.
That-
Because all I get are the fucking nachos.
The lime with the fucking cheese and the chip, it was just something different, man. It's just
Dude.
fucking.
Have you ever like? I feel like everything that people crave is kind of like low, quote unquote, like quality tier food. Because like we've had Wagyu, right? Have you ever
Yeah.
craved Wagyu?
No, I haven't.
Even though that's like one of the like most like juicy and flavorful
Yeah,
meats.
That's true. I haven't.
Isn't that weird? Like you crave McDonald's, right? Why can't I crave like
I feel like it's more habit.
I think what's also fucked us up too is like those are the things you go to when you're drunk, right? Because they're open, you know,
Right.
and then you just have this concept that it tastes amazing.
Yeah, because
That's 'cause you're fucked up, you know? Like Albert Tacos, let's be honest, it's not that fucking good.
No.
It really isn't,
yeah.
especially when you're sober. But when you're drunk,
yeah.
them fucking carne
That's
asada
true.
fries.
I never really necessarily crave sushi. It's more of like, oh, I haven't had sushi in a while. That sounds good.
Yeah, but sushi's fucking great, right?
Yeah. But it's never like, dude, I need some sushi.
Yeah.
right
Dude,
now.
I crave Korean barbecue. Like
Bro, I've been craving that shit.
They
Dude,
put something
the-
in the fucking food, dude.
the
Yeah.
one
Put
down the
something
street
in
from
the
my
food.
house. I know you don't like it. I don't think
I
you
don't
like
like
it.
that
Yeah, you
place.
don't like that place.
Dude,
but
there's better Korean barbecue.
that's
spots.
mine and Alyssa's place.
Mm.
You remember when we all went to Jen together?
Yeah. There's
That
a
I-
long wait.
That experience, I will never go there again.
Bro, dude, the meat's better though. The quality. of the
Fucking
meat's
2-hour
better.
wait and then paying $80. Like I don't fucking know if it's worth it at that point.
I don't crave Korean barbecue.
Oh, I do.
Really?
I don't
Jen
crave it.
isn't the best though. Mr. Barbecue. Oh fuck. They
good.
got some good
Yeah,
fucking meat
it's
there,
good,
man.
but
It's
I don't
good
ever crave
quality.
it.
Into the fucking mic, Andy.
I don't ever crave it. Sorry.
I've never had that place.
It's good.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can
Mr.
tell you where
Barbecue's
it's good. Yeah, they got good quality shit.
I lied. I did go to Jen like a month or two back. But that's because it's the only place open. They really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
They're
Knowing how
open in the
management
front,
was
they're open
there.
inside, and they're open in the back.
They probably never closed to begin with. But even dude, we went a few months ago, and like they got rid of a lot of stuff that was on their menu. I was kind of
Oh, really?
disappointed. Yeah,
Hmm.
they had a lot more stuff before. Oh man, Korean barbecue sounds so.
Yeah, we
I
gotta.
will say that
we gotta agree on something. I'm getting hungry.
That time that we went, it was good though. Or recently,
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, this is good. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've never been like, I want Korean barbecue right now. But,
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to smell upstairs, and I'm getting fucking hungry, dude.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Are we gonna go get something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative?
About ordering something, but
Oh,
fuck that.
we'll figure it out.
We'll go on an adventure. You need to get out of the house anyways.
I was out of the house today. I was on a fucking farm today, all right? I was getting closer to my ancestors.
Dang.
Dude, my grandpa and grandpa, my grandpa and
Your
grandpa,
grandpa
my
and
grandma and my grandpa worked for fucking, should I say this? They worked for a fruit company. That's all I'm going to say. You know, my grandma worked in the fields.
The Fruit of the Loom?
What?
All right. Whose episode's next? All right. Just fucking start your outro, bro. Tired of this shenanigans.
Dude, ever since, that cobbler comment, this dude hated me.
Have you ever had a cobbler, bro?
No, I've never had a cobbler. I just haven't heard that word in like, who knows how long.
In a while?
Dude, I feel like I only read that in video games.
Bro, my first, cobbler was a peach cobbler made on a cast iron. Oh, fuck. It was so good.
I feel like I only hear that word in movies too.
Cobbler?
Yeah, like a peach cobbler. Here you go.
It's good, man. It's very good.
All right. So, let's be done.
All right.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
Your episode next.
Okay.
Once in, always in. Thank you for joining the show.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for this very this very weird episode that we're ending. Next week is my episode. I'm very excited. We're either gonna do a fucking Blasted Buds Drunk Love episode, which I'm fucking excited for. Oh, and the reason why I wanted to do that too, have you guys seen the movie Malcolm and Marie yet?
I saw
on
that.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Malcolm and Marie?
Yeah.
Is that like a new movie or something?
Yeah, it came out last week.
Zendaya and
Hmm.
what's his name? David Washington, I think.
What did you think of the movie though?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very I don't know. It was like it was just like weirdly normal. Like too normal.
Yes. Thank you.
It was very
If-
realistic.
Yeah.
If this episode does happen to play through, can you watch that movie? It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And have Kaylin watch it because
Sure.
I do want to talk about things from that movie because there are so many things that I realized from that movie and that I realize that I do that correlate to just real life, man.
It's called Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things that
Were in your past relationship. Yeah.
Damn, bro. You realize you were a simp finally, or what?
It's not like
hardcore simp.
it's not a lovey-dovey fucking movie.
Nah,
It's
yeah.
not a rom-com.
Okay.
It's like it doesn't truly have a happy ending. You know, it's kind of a weird ending, but it's a good movie, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of couples are this way.
Not as extreme though.
Not as extreme, but in terms of like just staying together because they might in some way like toxicity in one way or another. You know.
Ooh, I didn't even look at it that way.
So,
Hmm.
and I feel like a lot of people are like that because they like it and because they don't want to change it. But yeah, just watch it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, we'll talk about this more when the episode happens.
Sure.
if that doesn't play through, we're gonna have an episode with my little brother on, and we're gonna talk cybersecurity, and why you should be careful when it comes to shit you get sent either through email or text message.
Dude, I'm gonna flame the fuck out of him.
But either way, we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us on the Circle Podcast. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Don't let the man get you down. And we'll see you on the next one.
Milps unite.
Goodbye.
Adios.
God bless you, mother.